guys, welcome to Guyvergamingtv, welcome to Farming Sim 17 Let's Play, welcome back to Sandy Bay. So, let's just jump straight into it. Sandy Bay, as you may be able to see from the edges, give you a little hint of what's going on. I have activated Seasons mod on this map. So if we go along, you'll see all these really good fertilised fields and that stuff. That's because they did have planting on. So as you see, these have all apparently been harvested, even though these three here were actually ready to harvest. I didn't want to keep the crops because they would probably die in a short period of time. So I've reset the fields back to what it should be. So we're going to start afresh on the fields. Now you see, I've still got my equipment. I don't think I had any animals. I've still got all my equipment. No, we've no animals, so that's all good. Crops wise, we haven't got a ton of. Well, we've got quite a bit actually. So, not too bad there. The prices and that with seasons are slightly adjusted as well to make them apparently more realistic. And they actually go up and down with demand. So, if we go across to here, you've got your seasons stuff. And you get your crops intro and all that sort of stuff. So everything has to be done to a certain point. And there's a wee calendar that helps you figure out when you can plant stuff, when to harvest stuff and that. And I'll show you that in a sec. Now, you actually get hail and snow, which is really cool in this. And the moisture levels and all that affect your crops as well. So, same as your tethering. On hay, well, you know, it says here, using tether on hay while crops are wet will produce wet grass, which is logical, I suppose. You know, what else is there? So again, hay and straw bales will also rot if they're outside. Now I'm hoping that the vehicle shelters will class as an enclosure for them. I'm hoping, but we'll have to see on that one. So he says bales are stored in a shed with a snow mask. Well, that's the trouble. I don't know if these sheds have snow masks. So, you know, stop stuff from getting in. I think. There we go. Alt S brings up the season. Not too sure what that red line is. Unless it's how far through we are. So, season introductions are on. Help is on. Temperature in Celsius. Snow tracks. Snow mode is fully on. Crop moisture. So you can turn crop moisture off, like. But we'll keep it on just to be cooler. So, this now tells you when stuff can be harvested. So, harvesting season, I could have harvested what I already had, to be fair. But never mind. Green, planting. So from now until summer you can plant most of these here. Obviously it's going to grow over the summer, and when you hit the fall for you Americans, or autumn for us lot, you can start harvesting it. But you can also plant your winter crops, which will grow through the winter, I'm assuming. Stuff like your radishes and grass and all that lot will do pretty well. So it's going to take a while getting used to this. Oh, excuse me. But it just makes the map look absolutely amazing. Now you see I've got some bales outside here. So I need to move them. Where the hell am I going to move them to, you may ask? Well, take the old Defender over here, you'll see. This field here was pretty redundant, so what I've done is I've converted it to have this shed in it. Now this is where it may go tits up, or it might work out okay. So this is where I'm going to store the bales. There's plenty of room in here for manoeuvring trucks and stuff like that. I've put a dirt texture on the ground with the wee roller that I've got. I might expand the texture out actually a wee bit for the lorry to turn around. But I'm hoping that this will class as an area. It's not going to get wet inside, and will keep the bales going. If they still get wet, what I'm going to have to do is either put them in one of the sheds over there or over there, or build a shed here. So, you know, I could probably put it in, maybe that one in there, because I don't think them bale sale points work anymore. But you know, I don't like putting stuff in sheds just due to the fact of the hassle of it going all over the place with collisions and stuff. But I also need to think about space for getting the truck around and stuff, so you know, it's difficult to say. I could even put them in there maybe. You know, we'll have to see. But we'll see if plan A works. If not, we'll hit plan B and C. And see how that goes. So, what the plan is for this vid is to actually get ready for seasons. As you can see, there's no way to get my mouse up, I suppose. Next to the big sunshine there, you've got the ground temperature, which is the wee flower, which is 4 degrees. Your air temperature is 6 degrees. So if we go back, oops, to here, you'll see it gives you a temperature of a safe-ish temperature of what you can plant them all at. So grass can go out to those 3. Most things that we plant at the minute are around the 5 degree mark, but I think we can get away with it at 4. I'm hoping. As you see, we have the lovely spring flower there. As I say, fingers crossed we can do this. Now, the other thing about seasons as well is your animals only producing that at certain times. And if I can find it, obviously maintenance is also different. You can only do that in the maintenance bays now. 30 hours or half a year, which is pretty good, like, to be fair. Drive your vehicle to the garage, replace the garage and press left, alt and R. That'll be to repair it. More expensive to repair it at the vehicle shop, which I suppose is logical because you'll be using original parts, as it were. So, you know, that's pretty cool. There's hired help. So, from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, normal pay. So anything out of hours, they get a 50% higher rate. So it's like time and a half. And then at the weekends as well, they get time and a half. Oh my god, these farmers are on a good friggin' roll here. So there's a lot to take in with this. There's a lot to do. And soil temperatures are friggin' modelled and everything. So there's a lot to get used to. But we'll get there. The actual map itself looks beautiful with this mod. You see all the different coloured leaves and trees and stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. So, what are we going to do to get started? Well, I need to move that hay. So, I need to find all my trailers. There's one. What was the bigger ones there? Oh, there's one. Should have another one in there. mind. We'll take that one across. Put the line over here. We'll hop in the big Massey. Miles away. Miles away. So I'll come on this way and turn around. I still love this farm, it's really nice to set out. I haven't tried Oxygen Dave's new one yet. I think it was in Prague or something like that, I think it's supposed to be, so I'll have to have a look at that one. I'm hoping also, because I'm going to have the stuff in there, it'll be easier to get in and out of, because this field down here is impossible to get in this way with the trailer, so I need to go this way up. See, all that grass is going to vanish as well because of the mod. I think it all rots away, so I'm going to have to put a wee shed at the end of there as well for that lot. So there is a lot of stuff we have to do to get ready for seasons. Well, luckily the ground temperature is a bit cold at the minute for planting anything, so we can get away with a wee bit of prep work at the minute. Also got to keep your vehicles clean and all that sort of stuff, like, which is pretty cool. Now I have this on one of the other maps on Chellington, but I don't think it actually works properly with this because I don't think the leaves are a different colour on Chellington. So he is making a V3 though, so I'm hoping that's going to kick it in properly. As you see, this field was ready to harvest, but now it's like this. So okay, here we are. So I'll put that back down first. Whoa. I thought it was locked on already. Apparently not. I'll do one trailer load on here. You can see how terrible I am at stacking stuff. Dope. Let's move that way a bit. Oh, come on. I'm trying to be funny sometimes, I see, that's why I don't like putting them in a building, because the hitboxes of buildings react really funny to these things. And ever since that, like, 300 bales I had in that shed exploded on me one day, and it took me like frigging 3 hours to sort them all out. I've hated putting stuff in buildings, but with Seasons mod it's needed, so oh, it's gonna go over. Oh lord, that was a fail on my part. Fail on my part. Trying to stack them too close together. See, doing it again. Look. My concentration is just out the window today. It really is. See, I'm going to knock another one over. Frig me. I'll tell you what, I'll do this off camera when I'm a bit more awake and can concentrate a bit more. Because in a minute, I suck. I usually fly through this sort of stuff, but today, brain is just not functioning, so I'll do that later. So, what else we have to get ready is that grass. Now, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. I'm pretty sure if we read right, haste on grass, simulates winter, killing off the grass when it becomes cold. Grass bales need to be used or wrapped for silage within 2 days of baling. After 2 days, grass will rot and the bales will disappear. Swathes of hay, grass, and straw will be reduced in size. Eventually disappear after several days. Grass swathes are reduced at midnight every day. Hay and straw swathes reduced. Your stage being exposed to rain. Right. So that big pile I've got out there will start to go down after a while. Put the character in there, he's just a bit small for the vehicle. The vehicle's a bit small for him. So, oh, nearly RT. They do not care, do they? So I think that's going to have to go to a shed, to be fair. Now, see, I could put a wee storage shelter down here. Or, do you only want it small? Woodshed maybe, or I don't know. How big's a small vehicle shelter? That's a bit too big. That's a bit too big. Jeez, that's massive. That's supposed to be small. See, again, that would be okay if it classes as a shelter. And there's that much bloody grass there, so that'll fill that up. That's quite nice. That'd go there. Quite a nice lake. But again, all depends on what this mod's going to class as a shelter. Well, that's just to make life easy for doing the sheep and stuff. Oops, a daisy. So no big rush on that one yet. The first thing's to make sure this hay works as it's supposed to. I'm not sure if there's a way of checking if that is a shelter or not. Let's come over here and just see. Because these are classed as shelters, aren't they, with hitboxes and stuff like that? Gonna have to experiment with that. But yeah, so it's going to be a quick one in this one, guys. That is what I'm going to be doing. Getting everything ready for the mod to fully activate. And just test what it classes as shelter. I mean, it's a vehicle shelter, so technically it should keep the vehicles wet and dry, sorry. So I'm hoping it's going to work. So next time we come back to Sandy Bay, the hay bales should be in there, and that is when we will all find out whether they will stay as they are. The grass in a minute can stay there because that's a big pile of grass I've got there, and will take a while to sort out. But yeah, or I might just let it all rot away and then put some up there later on, because grass is easy to get. We've got loads of it. But that is the idea. So I'm going to call it quits there, guys. Not been a massively productive stream, but it's letting you know what's going on with my games. Say Thornton, which went up before this one, has now got the Seasons mod on it. And again, isn't really much to sort on that one because I don't really have any bales or anything on that one. So that one should be grand, to be honest. And then the only one is Coldborough, but I'm not sure if that uses the mod very well, so I might just leave that as is. To be honest, just leave it as normal. But yeah, that is what we're going to do, guys. Hopefully you will join me again soon for another bit of Farming Sim, and I'll see you all around.